Hey guys, today we're going to be doing professional photos at this 2,000 square foot single story home. We just rolled up, so we're going to go ahead and get the property set up before we start shooting the home. All right, so first things first, we see that there's a sign in front of the property already. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it. It looks like it's these quick release clips. Now the coming soon sign I would like to remove as well, but it's screwed on there, so it's a little bit more work. So we're not going to mess with the coming soon. We'll just have to blur that in the editing process. I'm just going to try to find a spot where this won't really show up. Now here I can kind of put it on the side of this house. I don't think it's going to show up because we have, when I'm shooting this angle out front, these palm trees are going to obstruct the view of the sign. So I think I can just get away with putting it right here on this particular home. Make sure not to lose the clips. Move that piece of wood. Now let me pull up the lockbox code. Now I gotta find where the lockbox is on the front of the door. Here's a, scoot this rug back. All right, that one was already unlocked. All right, now I'll put the key in my back pocket. Now this one has carpet. I'm looking at it. That's kind of odd. Usually there's tile right when you walk in. But there's a lot of like walking tracks in here, so I'm not going to be too concerned about taking my shoes off or not. So I'm going to start going around, turning on lights. And this home has really short ceilings. So our tripod position, oh, here's another something we're going to deal with. We got a whole wall of mirrors in this particular room. Actually, this room too. I guess it makes the rooms feel bigger. I don't know. It's definitely an older home. See if all these work. All right, we have some tools on the kitchen sink that we'll have to move, or kitchen counter. All right, so I have that on. Let's see if this works. No. There's a switch. There we go. All right, the fan's on. Let me. There we go. And then these, I'm just going to hide these things in this counter right here next to it. And there's some more stuff on this. Let me turn on the kitchen here. And this home has not been touched in about 50 years. I'm just kidding. It looks like probably a 70s style. Look at that lighting fixture right there. And this light, oh, here's the fan, off. I think that's for that. Is it slowing down? I'm not sure, maybe it is. Sometimes you can hear, yeah, it is slowing down. All right, so these things I'm gonna hide, put this in this cabinet right here. And then this soap and scrubber. There we go. All right, we have a trash can right here. I probably would prefer to hide that as well. It's not gonna look that great in the pictures. Stuff over here, I'm not too concerned about. I mean, it doesn't look that great. You'll just have to remember where you put all these things so that all the drawers, you're gonna put them back where you found them before you leave. All right, so that looks good. I'm gonna put the trash can just in the garage. It's right here. There's already 2 trash cans sitting right there. All right. So looking over here, so that looks pretty good. There's a couple things on this wall, but I'm not too concerned about it. That's all right, I'll leave those. All right, so we're in the garage. That room looks good. Yeah, there's no lights in that room. Let me see this. Good luck keeping the cameraman out of the shots in this house. All these mirrors throughout. All right. Oh my gosh, there's mirrors everywhere. Everybody's gonna become very familiar with Ray Felix in this video. All right, let's see. Yeah, there's no lights in this room, and you got like random cables. All right. Wow, this is a really bright bathroom. I mean, it's pretty clean. We have a soap and we had a soap and this right here. You can put them in the cabinets, or you can put them down here. Those should be angled out of the shots. That's all you're really worried about, is just, yeah, and this paper towels right here. I'm just gonna put those right there. So I'm probably just gonna get a shot like that. I wish all the rooms in this house were that bright. All right, here is the laundry room. This looks pretty clean. This is an interesting layout for a home. All right, we just have a regular closet. Don't need to worry about getting pictures of that. And this is a really dark room. We have the counters open. All right, here's a toilet seat down, or up, that I need to put down. All right, I'll leave that. All right, so the bathroom and the closet are essentially all the lights that we have in this room. I think that they'll help lighten it up in here a little bit, but ideally there's light fixtures in all the rooms. I just know I might be dealing with longer than normal exposure times in some of these rooms. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let's go out back and just take a look and see. It's looking pretty clean out here. These windows look clean. Somebody was here cleaning those. We have a mop sitting right here. And just trying to look at the angles that I'm going to pick. There's a bush right here, so I'm just going to move this mop. I'll just put it in the corner here with these other tools. And now I'm just looking around, seeing if there's anything else. I think that's pretty much it. A nice little area right here. So I think we're pretty much set up. The home is now set to take photos, so we're going to head out front, grab the camera, and get started. All right, so we're ready to get started with the photos. So we're going to start off, as always, with a nice center shot, as this is likely going to be the main photo for most listings on the MLS or online. I'm just trying to look for a good center spot of this home here. And I don't need to extend my tripod any higher because the home isn't that tall. So I think this is a good shot. All right, let's go this way. I usually always go the way that is opposite to the entrance, right? So I can go right in from that other side. So let's go here. Now let's go to the left side. That sign's not in there. Nice looking palm tree. Now I could get another shot like closer in on the house. Let me see how wide. I don't think it's necessary. I think we had a pretty good shot from back there. Now this morning I'm seeing my shadow in my shot here because the sun's pretty low and right behind me. So I'm going to zoom in just to get my shadow out, just to kind of show this entryway, which is pretty nice. Nice selling feature of the home. Since we know there's a lot of mirrors inside and some maybe rooms that aren't that great, we got to make sure to highlight all of the nice selling features. Some nice brick shots, straight on shot of the door. I think that looks pretty good. All right, let's make our way inside. It's where the real work begins on this house. Whoops. All right, so we're gonna start here, shut the door. Just a straight on shot of what somebody can expect when they're coming right into the home. And they're greeted with a mirror on the wall. Anyways, I know all the main rooms are mostly pretty much all to the left here. So do I want to grab another shot here of the hallway? I guess I could. Kind of gives an idea of what it looks like. Though there's not really anything to link one photo to the next because these walls are, it's not a very open floor plan, I guess, is what we would call it. All right, this room with the mirrors, we have all the mirrors on this entire wall. I'm gonna get a straight on shot for this room. Just looking towards the window. And that's gonna be one way to get our camera out of the shot. So we could also pick a straight on shot going back this way. Or we can pick this corner shot. Let me see what I think looks better. Or we can do both. So I'm just gonna zoom in to get my tripod out of the shot. So we're good here. Yeah, I think that corner shot looks fine. And then since this is a main room, I'll get a straight on shot as well here. All right, that'll do it for the first mirror room. I think there's another one. This one has mirrors, but I'm gonna work my way around here and then go into that dining room. So, all right, so I'm gonna start here just to kind of show the kitchen. While I'm in here, I'm just gonna get all the kitchen shots. I'm looking for reflections in the appliances as well. Let me see, I'm trying to get a little bit of counter. I think it was probably pretty good where it's at. Now do I want a corner shot here just to show? Yeah, I guess so. Maybe just like that. Angle off the edge of the cabinet. And then I'll scoot in here a little bit more. Get a little closer. We're usually about 5 or 6 shots in the kitchen usually. I guess it really depends on the kitchen and the features that it has. So I'm just trying to work my way in with the angles that I know we'll be able to get. Ooh, watch out for ovens. I'll get you. All right, so here we got a little opening here to the other room. So I'm gonna get a straight on shot of the sink with the dishwasher. So we got that shot. We can get a straight on shot here if we want, just to show. I'm gonna duck down a little bit, get out of the reflection, and then I'll get a shot looking at this other wall as well. So a lot of cabinet space in this house. Which is a selling feature, I suppose, even though they're kind of outdated. Now I didn't get a shot here. I think this is a good one because it kind of shows the flow of the house a little bit. If I get a straight on shot looking the opposite direction, we can see, all right, that's a little sitting area. And then we can kind of see down the hallway where we came from. Get an idea. And then I think I'm gonna just grab this corner as well. All right, now we'll work our way into this room. Now this bonus room, let's see, we can do a straight on shot or we can do an angle. I will choose an angled shot. Let's see, straight on. I mean, with the opening, I guess I'll do a straight on shot. This one's not too big, and getting a couple extra shots isn't gonna take much time anyway. So let's go here. I'm gonna do a straight on shot here, looking back. Then we could do this corner shot if we want to showcase into the kitchen, which I'll go ahead and take. All right. So since we're gonna go outside, I'm gonna do the garage last in the house. That's somewhat risky for me because sometimes I have a tendency to move, but I'm keeping a mental note to make sure to hit that garage on the way out. So I'm gonna approach this room the same as the other mirror room. I'm gonna focus more on straight on shots, or actually I can just get a straight on shot, then I can probably get this corner shot right here. That's probably good. We got all the valuable pieces in this room. All right, so now we're gonna head down this hallway. And I'm gonna start over here on the right side. Now this is kind of the master suite, so I'm gonna back up and see if I can get a shot where it's like, all right, you got bathroom and then the room. Now there's a mirror at the end. I can just try to move my camera over a little bit. This is kind of an ugly picture because there's so many doors in this thing. And you can't really even see the bathroom. It's an odd one. I'm gonna go ahead and just take it. Not sure if we'll send it or not, but it's kind of an odd picture. Now there's a mirror, so I'll 2-second delay and try to get out of the shot. Maybe I can get a shot right here that shows the bathroom. No. Yeah, that just doesn't look good. So let me just move over to the bedroom. And I'm not gonna focus so much on that mirror. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Now this is the master, so I'm gonna get 3 shots. So I'll widen back out. Shoot this corner. And then I'll shoot this corner. I always like to capture the angles in the master that don't, like if I capture this corner going this way, all I'm getting is 2 blank walls, and that really does nothing for a potential buyer. I always want to capture the angles that get the closets and kind of the flow of the home. All right, so we got this bathroom. Now with this monitor in the way, it's a little challenging, but I would get as close to this door jamb right here as possible. Zoom in just so it's not visible. That looks pretty good. I'm probably gonna lower my tripod just a hair. I think that's good for this bathroom. All right, now we'll move down the hallway. Laundry room. Let me reorient my camera again. All right, so we can get a straight on. I actually like this shot right here. Straight on shot. We got washer, dryer, cabinets over here, cabinets over here. Do we want a corner room just showing the that there's the water heater in here and access to the back door? Well, I guess the other one showed that, but you can see how the water heater is a little bit distorted in this shot, so I'm going to make sure to cut off the edge right there so it doesn't look as distorted there. And I guess the storage in here is probably a good selling feature as well. So I'm going to take a straight on shot of the storage. I think that's probably one of the best as I'm going through this house. Yeah, it's dated, but to the right person that doesn't care that much or doesn't necessarily want to renovate it, there's a lot of storage. All right, that's probably overkill for a laundry room. But let's move on to this super dark room. All right, let's go over here. Now if we wanted to get more to normal, you could boost this exposure up a little bit, so you want your middle shot to look normal. That might be a little too bright. Right there probably looks good. Go back to 0. And this, I guess you almost have like 2 master bedrooms in here, because this one has a bathroom in it as well. All right. Now this is part where on the editing saying it could be a little bit challenging because it's dark in here and it's super bright in the bathroom over there. But with the 3 exposures, it should even out when creating the HDR image. All right. So now let's go into this closet here. Just move in enough to where I don't really see the door jamb. Like that. All right, now the bathroom. Probably the same thing, maybe straight on. Lower it a little. I'm not so concerned about capturing the toilet. All right, that seems good for this room. All right, so we came down the hall, we went all the way around. I'm gonna fold in 1 tripod leg so I can move without hitting the walls. I think that's it for the interior. Just gonna capture the garage on the way outside. All right, it's pretty dark in here. Let me see if this, and some of these light switches look a little suspect. You might want to be kind of cautious with things. Oh, there's another, I guess here's a light for the what do you call that? Garage door opener. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna do 2 shots, straight on shot going that way, and then I'm gonna flip around just to capture the essence of the entire garage. And now that garage door is cracked, so I'm gonna shut it. It looks a little tacky with it open. All right. There we go. Now we're gonna make our way out the backyard. So here, do I want a shot right out the back door? See, if I do a straight on shot, it just looks really odd with some of these angles, so definitely I'm not gonna do that shot. I like angled shots on porches for the most part. And then this angle, you know, look, it's gonna be very hard to get the camera tripod and my shadow out of it. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna select the side angle right here and go do a shot, straight on shot across. Shows the backyard and the nice porch area. Now while I'm right here, I'm gonna get a straight on shot of the barbecue. Lower my tripod just a little bit, show a little bit of the walk path in front of it. And now I'm gonna grab, let's see, this way on the porch. Yeah, this is a nice porch shot right here. All right, then I'm gonna back up as well, since that's kind of the porch area, but we also see that there's a lot more that you can do out here on the side of the home. So I'm gonna angle it off, show some of the house, right like that. So corner there. And another nice selling feature of this home is that there's a lot of, obviously that one needs to be trimmed up quite a bit, but you got a lot of fruit trees. So I will probably take a picture of a fruit tree right here. This one probably pick one that looks probably the most. This is kind of, I would consider like a bonus picture. It's not really focused on the house, but I know, like in this house, it's impossible to get a good shot beyond these trees looking at. All we're going to be seeing is the back of the tree. So you kind of just gotta do what you can to get good angles in this backyard. I'm gonna do a straight on shot this way. I think this is gonna be probably our best angle to try to capture the majority of the backyard. Just shooting it straight across this way. Let me see if I was wider. See, I zoomed in a bit to try to get that sun out of there. Am I getting anything by zooming out? No, I don't think so, so I feel good about that shot. I'm gonna walk back here just to see, I mean, is it worth trying to capture a shot on this side of the trees? Let me try to get out of the sun's glare. There's a little bit of space back here. Pretty challenging, but let me try to move my tripod so the sun is obstructed. Just show that there is some plants back here, so. And maybe from the other angle we might be able to get, I guess it opens up a little bit on this side with the barbecue. Looks like they removed a palm tree right here, so we have a little more view. Oh, this is actually not a bad view of the house because we can see the house. We can see the gist of the backyard and we see the barbecue, so this is a good angle right here. I think that's pretty much the only wider shot that's unobstructed where you can actually see the house. And right now I'm just doing a mental checklist to see if there are any additional photos that would help sell this particular property. And I feel like we captured the essence of this property. We got a lot of fruit trees. We picked good angles. I feel confident about the thoroughness on our interior shots. We did shoot probably a little bit more in some of the rooms than we needed to, but it'll just give us some options in the editing process to choose from what we feel looks the best. Or you can deliver them all to the customer and let them decide. Typically we try to deliver to the customer so they're not having to do so much work. They can just take the photos that we shoot and they can just upload them directly to the MLS. And that's exactly why I always start with that center front shot, because that's usually the photo that's used on the MLS to market the property. So anyways, now it's just a matter of going back through the house, putting it back, putting all those things that we put in drawers back where they were, the garbage can out of the garage back in the kitchen, and just putting it back to where we found it. If you guys had any additional questions on how to shoot a property like this, feel free to reach out. We'll see you guys on the next one.